Like I was watching the pre-show and I saw what Wade was saying about me, even the pre-show. And I was sitting there getting ready in the locker room. I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine.
Like, okay. Not sending you a Christmas card.
You know, but what I loved is how Michael Cole then put it like about, you know, what I've been to, what got me here, this era of me, all the things, hasn't had a title match in over 7 years. And what I loved is I wanted to then go into my DMs after I was seeing.
Hey guys, we are back at the Pink Square Circle. We soon gonna talk about Nikki Bella and her comments towards Wade Barrett. This is towards her performance at Clash in Paris at the pre-show. Let's tune in more to the Pink Square Circle. Let's talk about it. Hey guys, we're back at the Pink Square Circle. We'll talk about Nikki Bella taking it far with Wade Barrett. We'll go over Nikki Bella upset over Wade Barrett comments. You guys get the likes as we come into the circle. We are definitely going to discuss this one. Now, recently on Nikki Bella's podcast, Nikki and Brie, she talked about her Clash in Paris performance, the reaction she got from fans, colleagues, and other people. But one person, you know, she was relieved with the comments, but one person she wasn't happy about is ring announcer, former wrestler Wade Barrett. Now, Wade Barrett said at the pre-show that his prediction for the match that he predicted to win was Becky Lynch going into the Women's Intercontinental Championship match. He said that he did not think Nikki was going to win due to ring rust. This is the match that just happened at Clash in Paris. He said Nikki has ring rust, and he said Becky Lynch is over. Now, we know Wade Barrett is speaking from a heel commentary role, as Nikki Bella has stated in the interview. But Wade was just doing his job as a heel commentator, and Nikki Bella didn't like the comments he said too well. And it just, Wade Barrett did respond on social media to what Nikki Bella said. He said that he didn't know that Nicole felt that way. He didn't say Nikki. He said Nicole, her real name. And he said, you know, she wants to talk about that's fine. Also, Nikki Bella described how Wade Barrett avoided her on Monday Night Raw because he normally speaks to her and says hello to her, but not that night. So it's definitely some backstage heat on that one. But we soon going to see what Nikki Bella had to say about the whole thing. But yeah, it's wild. Now, one thing Wade Barrett did say in that post that you guys just saw is that if Nikki Bella had an issue with them, I'm pretty sure she has Wade Barrett's phone number. I'm pretty sure she could have talked to him on Raw, confronted her herself, or went to his DMs or something. Why did she have to make it a public thing between these two?
With Becky Lynch, too much experience, too much ring rust on Nikki Bella. Prove me wrong, Nikki.
Love, but it was funny because then all of a sudden that community came after me on X, like crazy hateful. And you know the Bell Army, they have stuck up and protected me.
They get suited and booted and they go.
Well, and even some of the superstars are checking me and like, dude, so gross. Like you
That's what those people like on Twitter don't understand. Like everyone then backstage is like, dude, they're too much. Like everyone's like, it's embarrassing.
Yeah. So it was crazy to see all that because I was like, oh, wow, like you can be on such cloud nine. And I was like, oh, they're really mean. This is crazy. Like no one sits back for a second and is like, wow, she hasn't had a title match in over 7 years. And also like, I would love to have a conversation with Wade Barrett. And he avoided me on Monday, which was shocking because he always comes up and says hi to me. And he tried to avoid making eye contact with me in the hallway. And I understand when you want to be a heel commentator and stuff. But then there's one thing of like, Michael Cole does this beautifully. And this is why Michael Cole is one of the greatest commentators. He knows how to take a life story and put it into what we do because that is real. We don't go out there as robots or superheroes. We're actually professional athletes and we go through real things and we have to, put that a part of it. And honestly, that stuff really doesn't bother me because I get it. Like I was watching the pre-show and I saw what Wade was saying about me, even the pre-show. And I was sitting there getting ready in the locker room. I'm like, oh, okay. That's fine.
Like, okay. Not sending you a Christmas card.
But what I loved is how Michael Cole then put it like about, what I've been to, what got me here, this era of me, all the things, hasn't had a title match in over 7 years. And what I loved is I wanted to then go into my DMs after I was seeing like a lot of hate, because I saw so much love on my posts. Like, so I was like, wow, this is kind of, it's weird that how loud the hate is, but I felt more the love. That's why I was like, I truly have. You've noticed how happy I've been and all the things.
Yeah.
And what I love about what I do, and this is what I've realized, especially in this era, is they're used to one type of wrestling or one kind of impact they think in their mind. But so many people have reached out to me, like being inspired of like, I can dream at your age.
Nikki Bella, I believe she took this a little bit out of proportion. I don't think Wade Barrett meant any harm. And let's be honest, Wade Barrett, Nikki Bella's not the first superstar, man or female, that he's got on saying she needs to get better in the ring. I've heard him say that about plenty other superstars. He said some stuff about John Cena. Now, ring rust, he said some stuff about that, before John Cena turned heel. He's a heel commentator. He's doing his job. Michael Cole, he's the play-by-play commentator. Wade Barrett is a heel commentator. They call it color commentary. We see that with Corey Graves on NXT. We see that with Booker T on NXT. It's just a part of their job. I don't think Wade Barrett was trying to, as they say, bury Nikki Bella or trying to garner heat with her intentionally. That was not the case. Wade Barrett is doing his job as a commentator. He's, we letting her know how he feels and anything. Now, some fans liked the match. Some fans didn't. Me personally, I didn't think that match was all that. Thought it was very, very subpar. I know it's Nikki's match first back in a singles match, but I'm not saying she's a bad competitor. I'm just saying that the match was, the reception of the match was a little overhyped. I don't think it was all that great. It was a one and done. It's one of the worst matches actually for Clash in Paris. And I think Nikki Bella too, she's used to everyone giving her a nice reaction, coming up to her, saying great things about her match. When one person don't give you all the praise you want and be all up on you, then you have something to say. Nikki Bella, I think, is doing this as well to gain attention. I know she does this. When something don't go Nikki Bella's way, instead of her discussing it in a private manner, whether it's in person or a DM account, text message, whatever, she likes to go public with it, mention on her podcast. Now, I know this clip was on X, and it was up there all last night, but Nikki Bella pulled it, I guess because this story is gaining a lot of attention now. But it's just crazy, though, how it went this far. Nikki Bella took this way too far, was way out of proportion, all called for. Wade Barrett was not trying to intentionally come at Nikki Bella and trying to gain heat. It's Nikki Bella just trying to start stuff with Wade Barrett. So I don't know what the deal with Nikki Bella is. I don't know why she's doing that. She came back, had a reception at the World Rumble this year. She was supposed to do a storyline with Liv Morgan, but many of us know Liv Morgan ended up getting injured, so they had to pull that storyline and start a new one with Becky Lynch. So I'm pretty sure that wasn't the initial plan. But WWE, knowing what they do, they work with the cards that they dealt with, and they make it work. Now, I don't know what next story Nikki Bella's going to have now that she's lost the Women's Intercontinental Championship match, because Becky Lynch did beat her fair and square. She didn't cheat. There was no outside interference, no distractions, no anything. But I don't think that Wade Barrett was trying to come at her hard. It's not like he went on social media or he went on a podcast talking about how bad Nikki is and how rusty she is. It makes sense. Character-wise, Nikki Bella, you have not wrestled singles match in years. So, yes, you have to get the ring rust out. That's not out of ordinary what Wade Barrett said. You have to get that out. You haven't wrestled in a long time. Now, you have wrestled in other stuff. As far as the Royal Rumble, you showed up on Raw in a non-wrestling role. You done promos. But let's be honest, Nikki, you have not wrestled singles match in years. So why are you getting mad at Wade Barrett over that? What's the whole purpose of that issue? I don't get it. You just making something out of nothing. And that sounds like Nikki Bella. So I don't know. But Wade Barrett, I'm pretty sure, did not like the fact that Nikki Bella made it public on a podcast. Well, I know he didn't. He said in a post. He did not like that. He didn't think that was necessary. And that's not how you handle issues, Nikki Bella. I mean, that's not how you handle it. Now, I hear Nikki Bella in these interviews. She praises the women's locker room and everything else, but I never hear her praise the men so much. But now, see, when it comes to her approaching men, it's all negativity. But that's how I see it. But you guys let me know what you think of Nikki Bella taking it too far, Wade Barrett. Nikki Bella upset over Wade Barrett's comments regarding Clash in Paris pre-show. And we're talking about the match between Becky Lynch and Nikki Bella. You guys click the link below to the next video. Until then, guys, I will see you guys later.